This was the gift that was given to me by my African American sister. After our conversations on Facebook and at Kroger's here in Little Rock, Arkansas, where I shared my story with her and how I was tied to Mr. Oliver Brown from Topeka, Kansas, my home state, and also Mr. Martin Luther King Jr. and the Central 9 students of Little Rock, Arkansas. And she's learned a lot about my story, but I told her about why I'm fighting for Native American equality. And I told her about the stories of what my Native American elder told me and how we were our original name meant the children of the light. And that's pretty much about the age and what my Native American elder looked like. And I mean, this really does look like you a lot. I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I just remember that day when he told me a lot about the Pledge of Allegiance. Just kind of came up in my head when he told me about the Trail of Tears and the mistreatment of his own family and what he learned. And it answered a lot of questions for what I saw in the children that beat me up, because I reminded them of the genocide and the Trail of Tears and what part of my culture did. And he told me that I wasn't a white man. He told me I was no domesticated slave, that I was part of the tribe of the light skins. And I remember him telling me, Brian, calm your spirit, calm yourself. And I cry to release that energy, because the Almighty Creator, Lord God, cries with me. And I know that. So I'm not afraid to show my feelings. Not at all. Because I'm Native American, European American. My elder was a good teacher, taught me well of my people. One drop of our holy sacred blood. You're a part of our family. You're a part of our tribe. You're a part of our holy sacred land, now and forever. And that may never change, Brian. You cannot stop the sun from rising or the sun from setting. You cannot stop the moon from rising or the moon from setting, can you? And I said, no. So we cannot question why the Almighty Creator, Lord God, brought his children together on the continent of America, can we? No. We can only learn from the past and learn from the present, find direction into the future, my child. And you must learn to use history and knowledge to help set free our people. Build your story when that time comes, and that is exactly what I'm trying to do with Broken Equality. And I inspired my friend who is African American to give me a very powerful book. And it even inspired her, and she thought about me when she read this book. And then I see the cover of the page, and I remember why I wanted to start Native American Equality. Because I asked him, why do they not give you freedom, my Native American elder? Why do they not give my people freedom? And he said, because no country will give you freedom. No government will give you freedom. Only the tribe and the family can give you freedom, Brian. Remember that. You must build a good and strong and powerful story to share with our people. All of our people. Not just Native Americans, but the light skins, the European Americans that are now part of our family, and the African Americans, the midnight skins, and show them good love and respect as the Almighty Creator, Lord God, wants us to do, because they are our relatives. You must remember what I have taught you about the spiritual education of our people and the spiritual education and knowledge of our people, and lead from your heart and spirit on your knees in prayer. where a leader must be found, here, close to Mother Earth, finding God in all things around us. That is what it means to be Native American, Brian. Never forget this. It's not traditions. It's not the color of your complexion that makes you Native American. It is the heart and spirit of our people that makes you Native American. From there on out, I called myself Native American, Caucasian American. Now I call myself Native American, European American. And I come from a strong, beautiful tribe, found all over Mother Earth. But I am fighting for Native American equality. I am fighting for indigenous American equality. And I have no fear in saying the Pledge of Allegiance the way I say it. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all, as long as you're not Native American in a black and white world of racism. And that must change. The singular color racist ideology of the black and white world of racism is the worst form of racism and slavery that has faced our nation ever. The mental and emotional and spiritual racism that feeds the physical racism, that is my enemy, and that is what has been killing my culture, killing my people, all of my people. My African American brothers and sisters, my European American brothers and sisters, and especially my Native American brothers and sisters. And that is why I'm broken equality. Little Mike and Funny Bone. But even broken I may be, I am still my Native American elder student. And I still have a powerful story, so I hope you will learn of my story, my Native American brothers. Hoka. 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 Freedom and justice for all of God's children. That is what we must fight for as Native American. Freedom and justice for all of God's children. Hoka. 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 Love you, my Native American family. We must always remember to be leaders that lead from our knees in prayer. Always and forever. That is our greatest strength. I love you. Always and forever, I love you.